All right, hey everyone, welcome to today's meeting. It is January 29th, 5 p.m. It is the year 2021. So thank you all for joining me. Um, Sorry, I'm just muting myself on my other computer. Lots of stuff to go over today. I'm going to kind of keep it a little bit short. So let's just get right into it. Let me start the presentation over here. Let me swap monitors. Okay, there we go. Cool. So again, this is the third meeting of the year. It's January 29th, 2021. Thank you all for joining me on this lovely afternoon. Very pretty sunset outside. So we're going to start off with a quick game of Kahoot. We're going to go into announcements. We're going to go into some team updates. And then we're just going to get straight into the meeting. So first off, we're going to do another game of Kahoot. I hopefully improved this one since last week. So all I need you guys to do is go to kahoot.it and join the code that I give you. We're going to play this. I'm going to host. We're going to do classic. And there's the pin. So as soon as we have about 10 people in, how many people are watching? We have 18 people watching the stream. So, you know, once we have 10 people, I'll count down like 10 seconds and then we'll start. Sorry, I'm just watching you guys type in chat. Hope everyone's having a good day. I'm very sore from carrying stuff, as you all will see later. GME to the moon. I didn't buy any GameStop. I only have Dogecoin. Because finally Binance allowed me to buy Dogecoin today. I tried buying it last night when it was still 3 cents, but, you know. Not everyone could be lucky, I guess. Whoa. Adve, Matt, Chloe, The Inquisition. I should probably start a rule saying you guys have to use your actual name. Elon is a fraud. I'm really tempted to kick whoever this is out. I'll give you guys 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Okay, no one else is joining. So for this, you guys there'll be 5 questions. We're talking about the history of George Mason in this Kahoot. You all have 30 seconds. There's a stream delay of about 10 seconds. That's just inevitable. So you all have a little bit longer than we did last week. So let's go ahead and get started. Kahoot at home. Hypernova Solar Meeting, 29 January. Alright, so question number 1. What year was George Mason College initially established? I need to hide my webcam. 1957 is the yellow one, just in case you all are wondering. Hide me. There we go. So we have 1949, 1972, 1957, and 1965. Ooh, so I was kind of covering up the right answer there. I'm sorry about that. But yes, George Mason University was established, or George Mason College was originally established in 1957. Let's go on to the next question. Oh, let's see who got that right. Abigail, Chloe, Patrick, and Matt. Thank you guys for knowing your George Mason history. Question number 2. What year was... Oh, wait. George Mason University was initially associated with which school? Which Northern Virginia school was the original parent of George Mason University? Someone put in their answer really quick. Ten more seconds. Ooh, okay. So, more of you guys got it. The answer was University of Virginia. If you all didn't know, George Mason College was established in 1957 as the Northern Virginia campus of University of Virginia. So, a little fact of history there. Of course, Abigail got that one right, too. It seems Abigail's the only person to get 2 questions right so far. I have a feeling Abigail's going to somehow win all of these Kahoots. Let's go into question number 3. What year did George Mason become an independent university? Was it 1972, 1965, 1963, or 1981? So which year did George Mason separate from University of Virginia and become George Mason University? Yes, Nerf Abigail. Ooh, a lot of people got this one right. So yes, 1972. George Mason is a very young university. It was only in 1972, only 15 years after we were established, did we say, screw UVA, and we kind of became our own thing and grew significantly since then. Of course, Abigail got that one right as well, but Zan and Matt also got 2 questions. So if Abigail loses one here and one of these 2 get it, someone else can still win. Okay, question number 4. What is the name of the newest building on campus? Is it Horizon Hall, Robinson, Peterson, or Exploratory? What is the newest building that they are currently having built? This is actually a picture of the current interior of the building. This is what us older folk, us seniors, have been suffering through the last 2 years. Okay, good. Almost everyone got that right. Horizon Hall is the newest building at George Mason. And this picture right here, this is actually a picture from that only seems a couple weeks old. This is a picture of what the inside of Horizon Hall looks like. So it's going to be very, very cool. It is currently cleared for occupancy, so you can go inside of it. There's no more construction. They're just moving furniture and stuff in. This is also where the new mix is going to be. So next year, instead of us operating out of the mix at Fenwick, we'll operate out of the mix at Horizon. That's going to be pretty cool. All right, who got that one right? A lot of people got that one right. Zan is the only person who could catch up to Abigail at this point, it seems. Okay, final question. 5 out of 5. How many main campuses does George Mason have globally? Do we have 2, 3, 4, or 5 campuses across the entire globe? We have 7 sites, but how many main campuses do we have? Oh my god, this was a real shakeout. Only 2 people got this one right. George Mason has 4 campuses. We have Fairfax, we have SciTech, we have Arlington, and we have Korea. Smithsonian, Loudoun, Abu Dhabi, those aren't technically campuses. Those are just sites. Actually, Abu Dhabi doesn't even exist anymore. That went bankrupt several years ago. So let's see who won this week's game. Adve, number 3. Got some new members. Zan, number 2. I think we all know who's going to be number 1. Didn't get the last question right, apparently. But Abigail wins for the 2nd week in a row. Abigail has won Kahoot. Elon is a fraud is number 4, and Chloe's number 5. So congratulations. Thank you all for playing. I don't know if these are actually fun, but it gets people to do something while I kind of wait for any final stragglers to join the call. Or join the weekly meeting. Cool. So we're going to go ahead and exit out of that. Congratulations, Abigail. Congratulations, everyone, for playing. We're going to get right back into the presentation. Cool. So, some team announcements. Not really many to go through in terms of announcements. The main thing is, if you haven't done the team survey yet, I really need you all to complete it. So if you see your name up here, good job. That means you've done the team survey. We've had 28 respondents so far, so that means we have 28 official members of Hypernova Solar. Last semester we had like 40, so I'm still looking at some people who have not necessarily filled out the survey. If your name is Matt, if your name is Mac, if your name is Wyatt, if your name is Brendan, I know all of you guys are still active on the team and you haven't filled out the survey yet. So make sure you fill out this survey. I can link it in Discord later, but it's very useful for us getting a list of all the active members of Hypernova Solar. So thank you to everyone whose name is up here. So just some team updates. We have a few updates to go through for today. First off, everything that's on the SFB order list has been purchased. So anything that we talked about last semester that's gone on this order list is either in transit, has been purchased by the university, or is currently sitting in my dorm, as you might be able to see behind me. So we're just waiting on all of those various parts to come in. Some of them might take a month, some of them might only take a few days. So a lot of stuff has arrived so far. I'm going to just hide my face so you all can see everything. This is a current picture of what my dorm looks like. We have all 4 tires, all 4 wheels, the solar encapsulation film and the vacuum chamber, the CV axles. A lot of our speed sensors have come in, 3 of the 4 our racing harness, some electronic stuff like we have a power bank and the Raspberry Pi display. All of that stuff has come in. So if you need any of that, it's sitting like right over there behind me. So we'll start moving it over to the build space next week and then actually start putting all this together. This also means that the metal for the chassis has been ordered, which is kind of a big deal considering that, chassis build is really coming up here soon. So, all this stuff, we're going to go from a pile of car components to a working car, hopefully very quickly here. That's my goal this semester, to not sit around with a pile of stuff. Some other updates, we did revamp the Discord. So if any of you all have checked that out, you'll notice that there's a lot of new channels in the Discord. We kind of expanded the Discord to more closely relate to the Slack channel. I'm going to just hide my face here so you can read all of this. Whoops, back. I added an information section that has the meeting schedules. It has the some resources. It has announcements as well. I've separated out like mechanical channels to have like their own frame and interior design, and aeroshell text channels and voice channels. All of the other sub teams have those channels as well. My goal is to try and get you guys to communicate more. I noticed last semester that there was very little communication on Slack other than during the meetings. And I really want us to start having conversations during off meeting times. And so by expanding this Discord, I want just more conversation to flow when we aren't necessarily meeting, so people could better contribute to the team. So feel free to use the Discord. We're still going to use the Slack. I kind of want to see where the team kind of prefers. If we end up preferring Discord, we're going to move completely over to Discord. If not, we'll just continue using Discord for its voice features and use Slack as the main communication. But I want to see kind of where the team goes for now. There's a lot of new things on here. New members, if you're a new member, you're automatically kind of quarantined over to a little section until we could deal with you, so we won't have random people joining the Discord again. A lot of good stuff that we're going to start putting in the resources channel. All the new meeting times and the stuff that will be updated in their own respective channels. One thing I recommend you all doing is muting channels you're not necessarily a part of. So if you're a mechanical person and you just don't care about anything happening in electrical or software, you can right click on their channels and just mute permanently. That's just going to help you make the Discord less frustrating. Also, like some of the off-topic things like the music spam channel, I recommend just completely muting that because you're not going to need notifications from that channel. So kind of use Discord as needed. You're not going to get notifications from the Discord unless someone @s you, but you'll still get that little blurb next to the channel if you don't mute it permanently. So do as you will. You all know how to use Discord, I assume. Next update is Friday meetings, or not Friday meetings, sub-team meetings. So one thing we're going to start doing is having sub-team meetings during the week in addition to the Friday meetings. So frame, interior, electrical, software, belt printer, and Orion. These are just some of the sub-teams that I want to start meeting during the week. Like maybe Sundays or Tuesdays or Wednesdays or whenever it works for you all. I want you guys to talk about that in your groups today. Figure out what day works for the sub-team lead and for all of the members of that sub-team. And just find a day that you guys can have these meetings. These meetings can be either virtual or they could be in person. I'll talk about that here in a little bit. But I want to have more meetings during the week, not just the Friday meetings. So as it relates to in-person meetings, our next in-person meeting is going to be next Saturday, not tomorrow, not this Saturday, next Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. That's going to be an Orion only meeting. It's going to have a 5-member cap. If your sub-team is interested in meeting over at the build space, you and I have to talk about that because we have to work with Johnny to figure out what days of the week work for him. So I'm specifically talking to the electrical team and the chassis team, the fabrication team. I don't want you guys coming to the Saturday meetings necessarily because if we're working on Orion, we have that 5-person limit to contend with. I would really like to find a day for you guys to go out to the build space during the week and you could work on your own stuff out there. So we'll have, let's say, electrical out there on Tuesdays, fabrication out there on Wednesdays, and then Orion out there on Saturdays, or whatever, however it works out. I don't really care. So let me know if you guys are interested in meeting at the build space anytime soon, and I could start working with Johnny on getting those dates set up. So just some upcoming events. Same as last week, the SAE Washington DC event is coming up next week sometime. I don't even know what days of the week. I think it's Tuesday and Wednesday. Hypernova Solar will be presenting there. We're just going to be presenting the video and talking to people about what our team does. Good chance to meet new sponsors. We're also getting paid to come to this event, which is pretty cool. If you're interested in attending the event, it's a good networking event. If you're interested in what the Society of Automotive Engineers has to deal with, there's a good chance you could find maybe an internship or a job opportunity or just a cool connection at this event. So if you're interested, you can sign up on their website. It's $375. But if you use the code GI student, you get in free because you're a member of organizations that's presenting there. So recommend it. So just some goals for today. I have a few. First off, I really want you guys to finish those roadmaps that you were working on last time. I want you guys to take that goal that you have for the end of the semester, whatever your goal is, and break those down into tasks, real manageable tasks that you can do. And I want you to break those tasks down into like week by week schedules. Like, what do you have to do now? Okay, once you have that task done, what's the next thing? And what's the thing after that? Until you eventually reach whatever your goal is. I know some of you did really well on your roadmaps last week. Others of you did not. You only had like 2 sentences. So I need these roadmaps done because I need to understand what you're focusing on this semester and how I can help you. So get those roadmaps done today. Second of all, I want the sub-team leads to talk to me after the meeting about what are your near-term goals. After you have your roadmap, we're going to sit down and talk about them. And I want you to figure out what are you working on in the near term, this week, next week. And what's the roadblocks preventing you from getting your work done. So like, do you need stuff bought? Do you need stuff ordered? Do you need to get into the build space? What's preventing you from getting work done? If you can't talk to me about this today, let's talk about it sometime this weekend. If you're free tomorrow night or Sunday night, I'll be free. I want to start meeting with sub-team leads basically every week to talk about what the issues are and what your sub-team's currently working on. So let me know. The final thing I want you guys to work on today is break out into smaller discords. We have a lot of voice channels available. Make sure you use them. I don't want to see any sub-team channels full of 10 people with 9 of them muted. I don't want to see more than 4 people in a channel, basically. So I'm looking at the mechanical team here. So once you guys all understand what your tasks are, break out into your subgroups on Discord. Make sure one person is charged, work on your roadmaps, lay out your near-term tasks, and start working on them. Other than that, I'm going to be in the general channel for most of the meetings. So if you need to come up, speak to me, just join the general channel, and I'm happy to talk. Otherwise, let's just go ahead and move on over to the Discord. I will see you all there. I'll drop this link in YouTube if anyone needs it.